Hi, and welcome to Screens in Focus, the podcast where we talk about TV and movies. I'm Diana, and today we are talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, and we also have other TV and movie recommendations. Sam is here to join me. Hi, Sam. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. We just got through talking about House of the Dragon season 2. We had such a fun conversation. So please be sure to go check out that podcast episode. But right now, we want to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine because we both went and saw it. And so, Sam, what did you think?
I have no words. It was so good. I'm a big fan of the Marvel movies. I love the Avengers. I love all of those. And I think I went into this not trying not to expect anything. Not be I think because a lot of the Marvel movies have been not so great as of late, and not that I don't trust Ryan Reynolds and his team, but I don't want to get my heart broken. And this thing exceeded so many expectations. I cried, I laughed, it was nearly perfect. Like it was so good. What did you think?
So I have two thoughts that I want to bring up. One
Mhm,
is I went in because I love Wolverine. I love Hugh Jackman. I love the X-Men. And so when he died in Logan, I was like, "Oh man, but he's played this
mhm,
character for so long, so good. Okay, I get it. He's going to go do other things." And then when I heard he's coming back, I'm like, "What?" When I saw the trailers, I thought, "This is so cool," and I love seeing Hugh Jackman and his buffness.
oh,
So, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you got it, guy." I was so excited. So, me, my husband went, and one of my sons and his girlfriend went, and, we all loved it. Loved it, loved
mhm,
it. I had nothing but high praise to say about it. It was funny. It was action-packed. It was so meta. There were
mhm,
so many, it was so funny.
yep,
But then after I watched it and a week and a half went by, I realized what I was missing that I didn't realize I was missing. And I think for me, the only thing that was missing was that Wolverine and X-Men are a little more serious.
mhm,
And with Wolverine, there's a little bit of like a little bit more emotional connection, and I don't know that I really had it in this. This was more fun and entertaining, and so
mhm,
I missed a little bit of that aspect of who Wolverine is. So that would be the my initial impressions on this.
mhm. I agree with that. I do think that this is the first, because it's a very goofy movie. Like, I'm not a big I don't like gratuitous violence, like, truly, I don't, and for some reason, I have no problem with this, because I think it's done to, a comic effect. It's so cartoony and, the blood.
Yes.
I mean, there's a few that I'm like, "Did they have to linger so long?" But, other than that, it's just, it's not that bad. But, yeah, I think I know what you mean because 'cause I'm a huge I grew up watching, the X-Men, I was, 10 when those movies came out, and so, it was a whole family affair, and I watched, because Logan came out, I watched it, by myself because I was like, "I
Mm.
don't whatever," and it was hard. I was like, "This is so
Yeah.
sad. I don't wanna watch
Yeah.
this,"
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was, the perfect ending. I was really, really worried about what they were gonna do with, how they were gonna honor all of that and not take away from the good. I don't even know, the
Yeah.
wonderful,
Yeah.
like, just the movie itself. I really did like the introduction, of Emma Corrin as the villain. I think they played it perfectly. Cassandra Nova is just, I don't know anything about her, the character, but I've seen Emma Corrin in The Crown, a couple other things. So I was just so pumped that they, are on the big screen, and it's, just such a good badass character. I thought the character of Cassandra Nova was really, you could relate to her because we've all felt a little cast aside, at some point, not to that extreme, but I understand why she's a little bit like how she is. And
Yeah.
I think that's what makes Marvel movies, better than DC movies, if I may, because a lot of Marvel villains have, good reasons to do what they do. I don't agree with them, but it's not just, because they just wanna kill a ton of people or, whatever. There's some thought behind it.
You had talked about the action and how violent it was, and I don't like watching tons and tons of violence either. I mean, yeah, we both watch The Walking Dead and such,
Yeah.
but but it was hilarious. There was a scene between Deadpool and Wolverine where they're in that car
Oh,
and they're like just stabbing each other and all this just blood, and it was hilarious. I was dying. It was a crack up.
and I'm
I
pretty sure, like, another thing that I really do love about, like, all the Deadpool movies is that, like, all the music is, like, spot on, like, it's so
yes,
fun. Yeah.
that's what I was gonna bring up.
Oh,
That was a
sorry.
no, I'm glad you brought it up because you felt it too. But I
Mhm.
was going to say these songs are so impactful to me. Singing "Bye Bye" wasn't it "Bye Bye Bye" at first, or
It
was it
was.
yeah, it was
No, it
"Bye
was
Bye Bye"
bye-bye.
at first, yeah. Just it was so perfect. It just hooked me in because I'm such a fan of music when it's in movies because it just draws me in further, and we heard Madonna
Oh,
sing in there, and I'm trying to remember all the songs that played. They were so good.
they did. So it definitely was Madonna, and then I feel like what was the song that they were fighting that they used when they were fighting in the car? Because I feel like that was a good one.
I know oh, Grease. It
Mm,
was Grease.
that's it. Oh, it was so good.
The music oh, and then at the end, they had Green Day with Good Riddance at the very
Oh,
end.
and that makes me and like that because I that song, it was used as a lot of, like when I was in high school, it was used as, like, a graduation song. So I'm
Yes.
already associating that song with, like, you know, like, the memories and all that kind of stuff. So that they just really, like, hit you in the feels for sure.
And
I
then
do
the
love when the
dog you love the
oh,
dog,
dog
right?
bowl, the dog was so cute. Roger and I, like my husband, we're gonna go to the pound or, like, like, the shelter and just find a thing, and we're hoping to find, like, something, like, ugly so we can, like, just give it all the love. Pop her in some sweaters, you know?
Oh my god, that dog was so crazy.
Mhm.
And we're not gonna say it all, but there were so many cameos of so
Oh,
many people that were so good that we can't even
oh,
talk about without giving
because
stuff away.
'cause I
But
feel like and, not to give anything away, but that also is what I loved about the movie is it's giving characters the ending that they deserve
yeah.
because of whatever happened, they didn't get to do the thing, like, it was so good. Ugh.
And and then Gambit, oh my
Oh,
gosh,
my
that has
favorite.
yes. Oh, I couldn't understand a word he was saying. I'm like, "What?
No.
What?" Every time he talked, I'm like, "I have no idea what he's talking about." And the fact that that is all over the place, like, my son is quoting it
No.
constantly.
We quote it all the time. We're always like, I'm about to make a name for myself right here." Although, I mean, I can't do it. I can do the accent, but we're always quoting it.
That's so funny. It's so funny. It's so good. It's so
Mhm.
well done. Everybody go watch it and then let us know what you think because we truly enjoyed it. All right, Sam, what else are you watching?
So I started watching Emily in Paris. I never really got into it, but I had a friend watch it and said it was kinda, like, fun, and then I was having, like, a bad day, so I thought, "Let me just pop on something light where, like, the drama is gonna be, like, rom-com drama, it's not gonna be anything major." And then I binged, like I'm all the way done with it because I think tomorrow starts, like, the new season, and I'm,
Yes.
like, ready to go. I was shocked at how much I really, really enjoyed it. We're watching the newest season of Unsolved Mysteries on
Oh,
Netflix, that's really good. We watch a lot of YouTube stuff too, but in terms of, like, movies, we watched Abigail. Have you watched that? Speaking of, like, horror.
no, I have not.
It's so fun. It's
Wait,
wacky. Wait, it's with, like, the ballerina, like, vampire.
no, but why do the name sound so familiar? Like I thought I might have watched it. Okay.
It's really good though. So it's basically like people are hired to go and kidnap a little girl. Turns out she's a vampire and they're just like stuck with her. And there's like way more to it, but that's like the gist of it. And I'm actually really upset that they like let it slip that she was a vampire so early on. It would have been so much better had they done it like a true like kidnapping movie, almost like a Liam Neeson style. But then she's like Liam
Yeah.
Neeson coming after them. I highly recommend. It was a lot of fun. What are you watching?
I am watching The Umbrella Academy. I believe it's in its final season. I'm
It
so
is.
sad. I'm so sad. And I'm only midway through. And the reason I'm only midway through, I binged the season 3 in one day because I was sick that day when
Mhm,
I decided it came out. And so I watched it all in one day. It was like my favorite season. Again, maybe it was because I binged it, I don't know, but I love that. I'm in the middle of this season. It's taken me a long time because I was watching House of the Dragon again, and that was taking precedence, and I was also watching
mhm,
Cobra Kai again because that was taking precedence. So anybody, if you haven't seen Cobra Kai or House of the Dragon, go watch both of those. So it's taking me a little bit to get through this final season of Umbrella Academy because it's all out. It's just that
mhm,
I'm watching it one by one. So I'm enjoying it. I love these characters. They're just hilarious. I'm just watching an episode and I'm like laughing out loud. Like it just
mhm.
has me like roaring. The characters, it's like they become so endearing to you. They're dumb, they're crazy, they do stupid things, whatever it is, but they are so funny. You can't help but like vie for these characters. So you should check that out. It is on Netflix. And
I binged the whole thing. So I watched like, over the weekend, I watched it because it's only, I think, 6 episodes, and I would have definitely, like, not binged them in 2 days like I did because I would have wanted to watch them, like, maybe 1 a day or something. Oh, but it's really good. I'm very curious to hear your opinion of the ending. I liked the ending, but I'm curious to see what you think.
I will tell you what I think. I can't believe it's only 6 episodes. We've waited this long and there's only 6 episodes in the final season. We
Yeah.
are getting ripped off. Ripped
I
off.
'Cause I just want more. I love the characters all
Yeah.
so much, and I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know, I just want more. But I
Yeah.
always want more, so maybe that's
It's probably
what that's
good to
it.
end it then early because then it doesn't overstay its welcome. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So what else are you watching?
I'm watching The Sopranos for the first time. My dad was a huge fan, and I saw that they were coming out with, like, a 25th it was the 25th anniversary, and I thought might as well, like, start it, so I'm watching that once a week, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm so shocked that but it's an old a TV show, like, a lot of
Yeah.
it is outdated, they don't say those things anymore, which is just part of the shtick, like, I just have to
Yeah.
accept it. But it's like, I'm enjoying every bit of it. Have you watched it?
I haven't I did try to start to watch it, but I only watched like maybe 3 episodes, I'm guessing. I can't even remember. For some reason I didn't stick with it, but I really wanna watch it because I know it's considered one of the greatest series ever. So,
So this is my second time trying to watch it. The first time, just like you, I watched 2.5 episodes, 3 episodes, and just couldn't get into it, and I don't really know why. But then this last time, I just, like, from the
it
beginning
clicked.
I think because I gave myself a week apart and there wasn't the pressure to, like, keep binging it maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's really, really good. Highly recommend.
Oh, I might just try it again. I do wanna say that Lost is I watched Lost when it first came out, but it is on
Mhm.
Netflix now, and we are working our way through it, and I'm just, getting reacquainted with the characters. Some of them, of course, the main characters I remember and recognize and all that, but then sometimes I can't remember their story because 'cause it's been a while since I
Yeah.
the original came out when we used to have to wait week after week. That first season, I don't know if all the other seasons, but I'm sure it is, but the first season had 20 something episodes. I'm like, "What? They don't do this anymore.
No,
They
because
don't do
they
this
really can't. Because
anymore."
don't have, like, the brain
I
space to
do.
watch 20. I do too. I'm in. I'm like, I love it, but I think I think we're, like, done with that now, unfortunately.
Yeah, because 6 is not working for me, sorry, and even 8 is short.
8 is too short. I feel like 10 is, like, a good, like, thing,
They
maybe.
should they should do it like The Walking Dead where you get 8 and 8, even if you, like, kinda spread them apart a little bit, right? And you
Yep.
get
Mhm.
16, at least 16 is something, right? It's not 20 something, but it's not 8. It's like 8's not enough. That's not working
Mm-mm.
for me. So, anyway, alright, so that's all that I have new, even though I watch everything so many things all the time. So, did you have another movie that you wanted to share?
My husband and I watched, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare a couple weeks ago. It's a Guy Ritchie movie with Henry Cavill, the guy who plays Jack Reacher on Amazon, and a bunch of other, like, really, like, fun people, and it's just, like, a fun, like, mostly historically accurate period piece from, I think, World War II, and it's just so much fun. Like, I've never really been a big fan, of Guy Ritchie before, but I like The Gentleman, which is a movie from 2019. Then there's a TV show on Netflix of the same name, which just got renewed for, a 2nd season, so I'm super pumped about that. Have you watched any of
Awesome.
those?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
The
So much to tune
Gentleman's
in for.
actually, both the
Yeah.
movie and the TV show are both, on Netflix right now. So
I saw that. I did see that that series is on Netflix, so but what you watched is a movie, is that correct?
mhm, yep. Yeah,
Okay.
so it was a movie first, and then I think that it wasn't really popular. Like, I think it has a cult following or whatever, but I think it came out in 2019 and wasn't, like, highly regarded, but then I think it came on Netflix, and it's been in, like, the top 10 for a while, so I think, like and then, like, the TV show is basically, like, the storyline of the movie, but with different
Oh,
characters because they
yeah.
can't, like, bring them in. It's about, like, weed in, like, the UK and him being,
Ah,
like it's really fun. And Theo James is nice to look at.
oh, yeah. I was gonna say the movie, we might just tune in because my husband prefers movies to series for him for the most part, so maybe
Yeah,
we'll check this out. I'm sorry, did you share where you saw it at?
on Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I
Yep.
will look for that. Sam, thank you so much for joining me today and giving your TV and movie recommendations and hearing what you had to say about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a true joy, talking about some of my favorite TV shows and movies with someone who shares the same passion that I do. It's just
Yeah.
really nice, and I know
Thank
that's why we
you.
talked for so long because we just
We have so much to say.
we
I
really
love it. I
do.
appreciate you, Sam, so
I
much.
appreciate you.
And thank you, friends out there, for tuning in. We are grateful you joined us, and we hope something that we said today resonated with you, gave you a chuckle, a smile, some inspiration. Please remember to go to screensinfocus.com and subscribe to our website. And please share this podcast with a friend. And we are going on hiatus for a little bit, but we will be back with Daryl Dixon when it begins. September 29th. We can't wait. Season 2. And we will have a Halloween special too. So look for that. And you can always go to screensinfocus.com and get to YouTube to get to our shorts or TikTok where I give reviews on the latest TV and movies. All right. Remember to keep watching, keep exploring, and keep those screens in focus. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.